Attorney at law. I want to say a few things about what has been happening in this country in the last few days, about the arrest of Nathasha, stand-up comedian. And she has been arrested for making certain comments about Lord Buddha. And she has been arrested under the ICCPR Section 3. Now, if you look at Section 3 of ICCPR, it talks about causing communal disharmony and waging war. So I don't know how a stand-up comedian could have contributed to any of these aspects. So on the face of the arrest, as a lawyer, I can say that this is an illegal arrest. But this is not an issue which can be relegated to Nathasha and her comments. This is not about Nathasha and her comments about Lord Buddha also. This is a much larger issue of how the Sri Lankan state has been using the ICCPR for a very long time. Now, I am a Tamil person and I know for a fact that ICCPR has been used against many members of minority communities. My friend and colleague Dilshan Mohammed was arrested soon after the Easter Sunday attacks for trying to protect the state, trying to protect the people of Sri Lanka from this very attack, and he was arrested under the ICCPR Act. We remember Ramzi Rasik, who was arrested under the ICCPR, Shaktika, who was arrested under the ICCPR. These are people who spoke, who exercised their freedom of expression, and someone in the entire state got offended, and the state used them as scapegoats to distract the Sri Lankan population from real crises, from economic crisis, from racial tensions which is going on, fueling racial tensions which is going on, and so on. So this is what the state has been doing. I also want to say that ICCPR, the section 3 of the ICCPR, is a section where it has to be used when, or it is supposed to be used when there is a moment of someone causes racial or communal disharmony and so on. But if you see the north and east of the country in very recent times, Buddhist extremist groups supported by the archaeological department have been illegally establishing Buddhist sites in traditional Hindu and Muslim religious sites. But no one has been arrested under the ICCPR. There has been communal disharmony caused there also, communal tensions being caused there also, but no one has been arrested under the ICCPR. The same with the Digana riots. A Buddhist monk instigated violence against an entire Muslim community, but no one was arrested under the ICCPR. So it's very obvious that the ICCPR Section 3 is not used for any purpose other than to distract population. And right now, the Ranil Rajapaksa government has plenty of reasons to distract us. Now they are trying to bring in labor law reforms. They are trying to bring in the Anti-Terror Act. And people are voicing opposition against these things, against labor law reform, against economic conditions, against the fact that they are illegally privatizing state assets. So people are voicing against it. And obviously, Ranil Rajapaksa government wants to distract us from the real economic issues. So they once again use the ICCPR Section 3 as a weapon to cause distraction, to cause racial and religious tensions. And then we have forgotten the real issue, which is that for decades, our political and business elite have exploited us, have cheated us, and have gotten away with it by using a racial tension. So, and one last thing, I don't know if Hero News is here, but I'm very perplexed because yesterday or day before yesterday, Hero News published an article where they're saying, okay, Nathasha has done this, and now this is the other person who is also causing racial and religious tension or something of that sort. So I just want to ask the media, the mainstream media, with so many media is gathered here. So I want to ask, has it become your job to become the agents of the state, to identify traitors? Who are these traitors who have to be arrested under the ICCPR? There are things which, whatever may be our differences, right, left, whatever may be our differences, there are things which certain institutions should stick together. For instance, when labor law reforms are brought in, unions stick together and fight to protect workers. That's what we do. So when freedom of expression is under threat and attack, mainstream media should stand together. They should not become the agents of the state, identifying traitors. This person is saying something wrong, go and arrest him. That is not the job of the media, particularly the mainstream media. So I urge media institutions like Hero. We know there is a history of mainstream media acting irresponsibly. For instance, we know what happened to Dr. Shafi. But at least after we learn these lessons, I'm urging you to not fuel racial tensions, to not not become agents of the state, to not identify people as traitors and outing people, and become part and parcel of this oppressive state, which the Rani Raja, oppressive fascist state, which the Rani Rajapaksa government is trying to bring. Thank you.